Hey guys, welcome back to the colcom Daily Question Podcast. I'm Jeff.
I'm Alex.
Okay, today we're going to jump right into the topic and discussion questions. What's our topic today?
Globalization.
Okay, so this is a very heavy subject, so let's see what we can talk about, okay? Can you read number one, please?
Sure. What comes into your mind when you hear the word globalization?
Geez, what comes to mind? I guess the picture is like a picture of like a big world, like the Earth, and actually becoming smaller. That's like the image. Like I guess that's how my brain works. So it's just like image.
Okay.
An image of
I was thinking about food.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like how now like even though like we're both from North America, we could instantly talk to our family back home and the shrinkage of that.
True. A lot easier. Yeah. I was thinking more of like easy access to a lot of
names,
things.
all those names. I still do. Even though I've been in Korea for, like 17 years, I still mispronounce McDonald's in Korean.
Oh, really?
Yeah, McDonald's.
The Japanese way is a bit harder.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
I know. I could do the Japanese, but I can't do the Korean.
Yeah.
So what else comes to mind when you think about globalization? So we have like example, cultural globalization, social globalization, technology globalization. So
I mean, social media.
Yeah, like culture. So like a lot of like international foods are easy access, and everyone.
Yep, that's my favorite.
Yeah. So yeah, it's social media, like YouTube. You could get the first-hand experiences of everyone. Everyone's a YouTube star, and they're talking about their own country.
Yeah.
Technology.
Yeah, I mean, there's like this random YouTuber I was following for a while she literally lives in the coldest city in the world. Coldest city in the world.
That's in like Russia, right?
Yeah, somewhere like Siberia and stuff.
Yeah.
And she just explains her life. Like she has to wear like seal skin boots and stuff. And I'm like, it's so interesting.
Wow. I mean, we learn a lot about the stuff that now it's not all the information's found in books.
Yeah.
So number two, what are the good things and bad things about globalization?
So maybe let's start with the bad things, because I think that's...
Well, good thing is like easy access. Stuff's more accessible.
Getting to know popular brands of other countries, what's famous there.
Yeah, like we're like representatives of globalization. We have experience we're in a foreign country, and we... Right.
It's like when I first came to Korea, people are always like, "Oh, you can use chopsticks." I'm like, "Of course, because globalization." Yeah.
So it's like I get to learn. I get to globalize. When I travel, I get to meet new people. So I like new ways of thinking. Like languages I'm learning now that languages are actually very important. And so the more you can learn, the more languages you have access to, the more you could actually learn about the world. Now let's jump into the stuff.
The bad. Outsourcing.
Outsourcing, sure.
And just, whether it means like it's just easy access for companies to go and find cheap labor elsewhere, or finding cheap places to dump your garbage.
Oh yeah, that's a bad one. Yeah, so there's environmental issues for that, as well as also identity and uniqueness is disappearing too. So like culture, it's like language, some language like ancient like Amazonian languages or like tribes are disappearing because their habitats being destroyed for farming, for globalization.
But then you have again the good aspect, like there's a place in Indonesia that's using Hangul to write down their oral language, because they have no written language. Yeah. And the sounds that Hangul makes is exactly what they need. Yeah. The romanization is not possible.
Yeah,
like that's cool.
Yeah. When I think about the bad stuff, I remember when I just like history of when the Europeans came into North America, just the destruction of the indigenous people.
Disease.
Yes. We just survived a pandemic.
Yeah.
That originated in a country, but then just spread like wildfire because globalization is such a strong thing going on these days.
Yeah.
Okay. Bad. So it's bad. There's also bad stuff about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Yes, please.
Number 3, could you?
How would your life be different if globalization didn't happen? I mean, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, so I would still be in Canada. I think on another episode, like if I didn't catch the traveling bug, I would have died in the city I was born with no interest of going somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in New York City, so it's a little bit different because it feels like the whole world in one place. Yeah. But I think it still is quite limiting.
Yeah, it just like my grandparents, they didn't even. On my father's side, they lived in. He's from Prince Edward Island, which is a small little island on the east coast of Canada, and there's like so many generations of my family there. Like it's over like 350 years. Wow. But like none of them really left the island too. And it was actually my father's part of one of the first generations that left. And there was like an expansion in Niagara Falls, so they went there for work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But my grandmother didn't have any interest. She'd like even when she was like had to get like cancer treatment, she's like, "Can't the doctor come to me?"
So how did your family take when you're like, I'm about to go live in South Korea?
My sister was already here, so my sister came a year before me, so she actually encouraged me to come, and I wasn't doing anything. Number 4. Is it bad that McDonald's and Starbucks have stores in almost every country? What is your favorite chain restaurant? Fast food chain or fashion store brand?
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's more, at times it's more like peace relations, right? Like in Russia, a lot of the places had to shut down over this Ukraine war, right? McDonald's and Starbucks and stuff. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Right. But I think that there's also better options.
Yeah. Something like every country that has McDonald's has not been at war. Hasn't been at war for a long time. But I think that saying is just taking a shot at North Korea that doesn't want a McDonald's.
That's fair. I mean, I would love Starbucks more if they had a pumpkin spice latte. I
don't drink coffee, so it doesn't matter. But what do you have a favorite fast food chain?
Honestly, I've eaten more fast food, like American fast food here in Korea than I have in America.
Okay.
Like I think part of it was nostalgia in the beginning. Like I'm homesick. I kind of want a burger. And I think at the time, like in the beginning, there was just not a lot of burger options.
Right.
But now there's so many good burger restaurants here. Like that's not really.
I mean, fast food chain for me, the one I go to a lot, because it's just simple, but it would be like Subway, which Subway is actually now, like in America, is one of the largest fast food chains.
Yeah.
Like McDonald's and all the other burger places are going down while Subway is
healthier.
Growing. It's healthier, and it's also simpler. It's just you just need 1 or 2 people to work there instead of you need one person to run the cashier and one person to make the sandwiches, and that's it. Well, at McDonald's you need much more people.
Yeah.
Fashion store brand. I'm a sucker for H&M, I guess, because it's relatively priced.
I don't like H&M personally, but
I haven't been there like in a while, but if I had to pick a fashion store, like I guess it would be H&M. I mean, I just do a lot of my shopping when I go home, either at Walmart or a place called Markswick Warehouse.
Yeah.
All right. Number 5.
How many products do you usually buy? You usually buy are produced abroad.
I mean, like a lot of my food products, the food I make at home, like the sauces, they're made abroad. Like I don't really do a lot of. I don't cook rice, so I don't have a lot of the Korean and stuff. So I'd have to say, I would say 95% of my food products are made abroad. Fashion, I think.
It all comes back to food.
Yeah.
I am what I am. No, exactly the same. I was like, household items, household products and stuff, totally Korean. I mean, Korean has such good quality stuff, so there's no reason not to use it. But the food stuff overseas.
I don't think I have anything from IKEA, So yeah, it's all my furniture and my household products are all made in Korea. Mine is toothpaste. I like Colgate toothpaste.
Oh, I need the Pronamel. I need the good stuff.
I don't have faith in the Korean toothpaste.
Well, I think Korean toothpaste doesn't have fluoride, right?
I'm not sure, but
Okay. But yeah, I mean, some Americans are they like their fluoride.
So I have to have my Colgate toothpaste, and I have to have Oral-B toothbrushes with the special bristles to clean all my teeth in between the gums. Yeah. How about number 5? Number 6. Would you ever leave your country for better wages somewhere else, or you think it is not a good idea?
I mean, we're here, are we not?
But I'm not here because of the money. Oh my God, I could probably make better money back home.
It's a loaded question then.
If anyone wants to offer me some more money, that's not Korea, I'm open for any suggestion.
Yeah. I mean, I like my life in Korea for now. I like my life here because, I mean, I teach English, so there are definitely other places that do pay higher, like in the Middle East. But as a woman, I'm like, I would not be interested in going there.
You also have to consider your family, too.
Well, now, yes. Now that, yes. But prior to that, a lot of my friends either go to China and that sort of thing to go teach. And so, yeah.
So if you did, you would still have the same occupation. You would still be an English teacher or a professor.
Yeah. Well, now I'm transitioning to another career as we plan to move back. But that's a different story.
So I'm just trying to I'm trying to save some money, so I can actually move outside to actually leave Korea and pursue my dreams. Because it feels like I have hit like a glass, and many foreigners I talk to, there is a glass ceiling.
Yes, I agree. Oh my gosh, in teaching especially, getting paid the same that you got paid 10, 15 years ago is just not sustainable.
I stopped teaching, but I still get offers for that, and it's $40 an hour, some on, and I was getting that same, people were paying me that same amount fresh off the boat.
Right.
17 years ago. It hasn't gone up.
Yeah, it hasn't. So it's a shame.
Yeah. Can you read number
7?
7, yep.
Yeah. Will everyone in the world speak only one language one day? If so, which language would you like to speak? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because even English, okay.
Yeah.
Aside from the very different English, like Singlish, there's just so many regional dialects and just it's just so different. I don't think there's going to be one language.
Yeah, I don't think there's one language, especially people bilingual or polyglot people. They like the feeling of actually knowing more languages, and so even having to have a conversation with someone without other people listening. They like that.
Oh, that's my secret. English right now is my secret language with my husband.
Yeah.
So our kids don't.
Oh, okay. Your kids are Korean? You speak Korean?
I speak Spanish to them.
Yeah.
And so my husband and I speak English to each other. Yeah. And so they don't know. They don't understand yet.
Okay, yeah. But there was I remember there was a sci-fi show called Firefly. And basically, it's sci-fi. And basically, in this sci-fi movie, it was the Mandarin and Chinese had merged into two languages, but what was convenient about this is just allowed them to curse on primetime television. They just said a Chinese curse word.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's really funny. But it's a great show, though. Highly recommend. But
okay, number 8. Do well-off people have to give up advantages and luxuries for the benefit of the global poor? If you were a well-off person, would you do it, and why?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yes. To put it simply, I think you're part of a society. You're part of a community, so it benefits you to have a community that's healthy.
Yeah.
And that's why you pay taxes, right?
Yeah.
You do want better infrastructure. You want smart, educated citizens, so it would benefit you to give tax money to better schools and that
Yeah.
sort of thing. So at the very least, of course, yes. And governments give tax incentives to rich people so that they do charity work and do philanthropies and that sort of thing. So, because I think...
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, like some people, like taxes are important, especially people to help the benefit of the community too. Like when you hear about warlords in like certain countries that let their people starve while they live high on the horse, it's kind of disgusting.
Right. I mean, looking at stories from up north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 9. Could you read?
If you could create a global holiday to celebrate cultural diversity, how would you name it, and how do you want it to be celebrated around the world?
So, I mean, it would have to be more than one day, first off.
We're on the same page, yes?
Okay, so it'd have to be more than, because you can't, 24 hours to try to celebrate
A whole community,
everything. So maybe, like nowadays, like certain months are devoted to certain causes, like Stop Asian Hate, Gay Pride Month, Black History Month. So I think, maybe devoting... Month, maybe just not having a holiday, like a day off work, but actually a month long, like celebrating diversity and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, every week would be like the culture of one continent or something like that. So I wouldn't pick a specific day.
That's actually a good idea. So I was kind of thinking like a week long, and like with the purpose of encouraging tourism, and so people would travel around the world because the whole world's celebrating this holiday. But if it was a month long, and different regions had different weeks, you could just travel.
Yeah.
Or,
like it doesn't have to, maybe like the month before the Olympics, because like the Olympics is seen as like an international sporting event, like having the month leading up to the Olympics be like cultural recognition, or I can't think of a name.
That's hard.
I'm bad at,
because who are we to give it a name?
I mean, I'm bad at naming things. I had my cat, he was a male, and I just called him Boy. I'm bad at naming things.
Okay.
So, but it's cultural. Like it's too mouthy just saying like cultural awareness month or
celebration.
Celebration, like an international festival.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay.
So you were thinking a week long?
I was thinking a week long, but a month long. Like week 1, Asia, week 2, South America, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would be fun. And you'd have travel deals to go like jump, they have like plane ticket deals if you do like jump certain continents.
Okay.
Yeah, it's intense. So that'd be really cool.
Okay, well, it's interesting. Well, and our last question is, have you ever participated in an event or festival celebrated a cultural difference from your own?
Yes. As a New Yorker, yes. No, my whole childhood was celebrating. I realized the other day, I was like, I've actually celebrated Lunar New Year's since I was a kid. Okay. Like, my first grade teacher was Chinese, and so she took us to a Chinese restaurant for Lunar New Year's, and she taught us how to say, like, Happy New Year's in Chinese. Okay. I'm not going to try because I'm just going to butcher it now. But, so it's, you get to I got to celebrate different holidays and St. Patrick's and other stuff in New York. So
St. Pat, I mean, it's just North America is just a melting pot. So like you're going to stumble, like in New York, a huge city like that, you're going to stumble, you can't walk outside without stumbling upon a parade or something like that.
Yes, West Indian parade. Yeah, everything.
So festival in Canada. I mean, it's we study like multiculturalism, and so like I remember like there would be like Native American, like we did a
you go First Nations, right?
Yeah,
First Nations people.
But like again, like there's so many different tribes for the First Nations people. So it was just kind of it's just like we had like a powwow, and we learned about the history, like some of the history and like and the different types of tribes.
Yeah.
Like there's like the desert plain, or there's like ocean and all that stuff, and some of the artwork. One thing I would like to do is like I would like to like participate, not like when we think about like we're thinking about like countries and their culture, but also like I would like to participate in some religious like events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
Because
mentioned
it comes back to food.
It does, no. Well, no, not this time.
No, for me, it's always food.
Yeah, no. I mean, I grew up in an Italian neighborhood, as I told you, and so very Catholic.
Yeah.
And so they would have these like processions during the feast days, and it was beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
A lot of people and their statues and stuff, and
Great.
good food.
Great, yeah. So yeah, like, guys, pursue multiculturalism. Learn about a new culture whenever you can, because it's so much fun, actually.
And delicious.
Yeah, and delicious. The food's also good at these festivals. Anyways, that concludes the topic of globalization. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have questions about culcom, you could search for them on Instagram. Thank you very much. I've been Jeff.
I'm Alex.
Bye-bye.